The legacy of a legendary civil rights leader remembered nearly 6 decades after he was assassinated. The King Center held a wreath-laying remembrance ceremony to honor its namesake, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Yesterday marked 58 years since Dr. King was killed outside of his Memphis motel. Organizers say it's about carrying forward Dr. King's message of nonviolence and service.
And if more people understood it, studied it, embraced it, and lived it, we would not see the kind of exploitation, oppression, racial disparities, gender discrimination. I mean, the list could go on and on.
That's Dr. King's youngest daughter, Dr. Bernice King. She says that she hopes the next generation can fully understand the work her father did.